Hey guys, it's Cynthia Maynard, and we're going to be making this card today, and this is my Silver Fox card, and I'm using 3 stamp sets for that. I'm using the Foxy Friends, Totally Trees, and just the Sentiment Season of Joy from the stamp set Christmas Pines. So we're going to go ahead and get started on some stamping here. I have a 4x5 piece of Whisper White that we're going to go ahead and use. I'm going to use Smoky Slate to do our fox. He's going to be the basis for our Silver Fox we'll turn him into, and then he's kind of the centerpiece. So we're going to go ahead and put him right there. Alright, face and legs, we're going to use chocolate chip. And I'm going to do a partial thing on his legs there, so I'm not going to completely put it in there, just a little bit. Okay. And then his face. Right, super cute. Totally Trees stamp set. I'm going to use this one, and later we're going to use the little grass here and this little tiny berry type thing there. So some little ones there. So we'll go ahead and go with our trees. We're going to do a little technique where we stamp and then we do a second generation stamp. So make sure we don't get ink on the other parts here. So we stamp and then we stamp again. I am messy today. Okay, we stamp and then we stamp again. So we're getting sort of a shadowy look there. And one more over here. We'll stamp. I got green on there. That's okay. They'll get covered up in our banner. I'm having sticky fingers. And then stamp again. And that way it has some varying height and it looks like there's a little bit of, you know, sort of 3D foreground action there. Alright, we need our little bit of grass out. So I'm going to go ahead and just make some little grassy mounds here and there at the base of these trees. And also where he's sitting. We're going to overlap a little bit like that. Okay. Right. For our mushrooms, I used the 2 different mushrooms, which are in the Foxy Friends stamp set. So I used this mushroom and then the little mushroom. We'll go ahead and do the bigger one first. We're going to do that in Sahara Sand. I already have open here. And it's just the forest floor, so we're just going to put it various places. And it's going to tie in our craft cardstock later. And then we'll use our smaller salad mushroom. We'll just turn our block over here in the same color. Make sure I've got the right one. And then just put that down there. Reminds me of the Smurfs. Alright. And then, let's see, I think that's all the stamping for those colors. going to switch gears here and get out our cherry cobbler. Cherry cobbler, which is a rich, deep red. And our sentiment is going to go up here, which I didn't leave myself quite as much room as I probably should have. But we'll just go with it. Which is a season of joy. So this can be used all season long, really. Let's see here. I'm going to have to stamp over our tree a little bit. Just going to kind of put down here at his feet. He's going to have some, he couldn't find any chickens, so he's going to have some berries instead. Okay, those are the only two red colors there. Alright, so a little banner out of another paper from the Warmth and Cheer section that we're going to use. We're going to use this plaid. And let me just flip through that real quick because it's really, really pretty. And I want you to see all those. They're really cute. Very sweatery and earthy and cabiny. And lots of great stuff that you can really use for other things. St. Patrick's Day and other things as well. So, you know, it doesn't have to be limited to Christmas, certainly. So anyway, that is from that pack as well. So we're going to be using this plaid, and we're going to use just a little scrap of the green, and we are going to simply adhere that down. I'm going to trim off this bottom a little bit. Alright, so I'm just going to put some snail on the back there, like so. With some glue dots, or you could use your fine tip applicator if you want to do it that way. I'm just going to go ahead and stick glue dots on the back here. I'll put my bigger one there. And if the glue dot is bigger than the back of your little gem, you can just simply take the glue dot off and roll it up a little bit, and then you will have a nice little less cumbersome glue dot there. And we are going to add a little more bling to our fox because he is a silver fox and therefore he needs to be shiny. And so we're going to use a wink of Stella in glitter silver, or you could use regular wink of Stella, and I think because the gray will shine through. And I simply colored him in with it. Mine is so runny I don't even need to squeeze. It's all just right there. So just follow this part. I didn't worry about getting his ears and all that. I think it was sufficient with, you know, just doing the big empty spaces here. And it just is so pretty. Who doesn't love a silver fox? And then his little body, so it's like we're just doing a little painting. Nothing to be afraid of. Alright. And then you're going to want to let that dry. I probably should have done him earlier so we can dry and before we mount all this. So, okay, so this is what we have for our card base. There's our shiny little fox there. Hopefully you can see him glimmering. And to go ahead and build our card, I'm going to go ahead and put snail on the back. And we're going to offset it just a little bit to the right. And then I am going to put dimensionals on the back of the fox panel. And then we're going to go center and then to the left just a little bit, okay? Just so you kind of get that offset feel about it there. And then we're going to press down. Then it has a little dimension. It has some texture. And though it's busy, I don't think it's too busy because, I don't know, it's a simple white background. And like that, and you can just mount that on a card base. You just double one of these side measurements and score it in the middle, fold it over, and mount that on top of there with some more dimensionals. And then I have a neat little foxy tag that I've made in another video. And they make a cute little set. You can put the tag on the present, and then you can go ahead and include a card with that. And we have our two different foxes, our Cajun Craze fox, traditional orangey, deep rusty sort of orange, and then our silver fox. Alright guys, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and check out that other bookmark, it looks like a bookmark, tag video, and go ahead and subscribe if you're new so you don't miss out on what's happening. We have my website coming, CynthiaMaynard.com, here toward the end of September, and there'll be some giveaways, so you want to make sure you're in the loop for that. If you need any Stampin' Up! Products, you can go to my Stampin' Up! Website at CynthiaMaynard.stampinup.net or email me at maynardcynthia@hotmail.com. Alright guys, that information will be below as well. I want you to go ahead and have a creative and blessed day. Thank you so much.